My father also, who escaped later to me to North Korea, he brought poison with him because in the journey he was afraid he was gonna be killed. And this is the thing, when North Koreans escape, they're literally ready to die. And even if they die, that is not the worst result for them. The worst result for North Korean defectors during their escape is not getting killed, but actually get caught and sent back alive to the North Korean regime. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today in this video, we are going to talk about 4 things that North Koreans must have during their escape. I know that escaping from North Korea became almost impossible currently. All the lockdown and North Korean, the regime became a cage. And Kim Jong-un, rather being a leader, he became the prison guard at this point. However, a lot of North Korean defectors have escaped from that country and made their journey to freedom. And during that journey, there are very interesting 4 things commonly they all carry. And I hope that if we learn about what these things are, we really would understand what truly the North Korean people are going through to be free, and also really understanding how value the freedom that we have here today. So number 1 item that almost all North Korean defectors have when they are making journey to freedom from North Korea, that is razor. I talked about this on Joe Rogan and I said the laser because Koreans apparently cannot say razor and it starts with R. And this North Korean razor is a bit different. It's not like like the American ones has all the protectors. It's a very thin layer. Both sides have a very thin layer of knife. If you cut it, it goes really, really deep. You have to wrap it very well, otherwise you're gonna cut yourself and kill somebody with it. This thin razor is very commonly used in North Korea for men shaving themselves. And this item is so small, easy to hide, and it's very easy to cut yourself with. And apparently North Korean underwears actually have little pockets. The North Korean women don't wear those lacy, sexy, pretty underwears. It's very practically made. It's not that pretty, but has also little pockets inside. And the reason why women hide them under their pocket is because other times these officers and they check you and make sure if you don't have money and they're gonna confiscate them. Therefore, usually they don't go all the way to the underwear. So we have to wrap it very well and put under your underwear pocket. And this is because there are chances of these defectors get arrested in China and be sent back to North Korea is very high. It's a very risky journey, and if you get caught, the best thing that can happen to these defectors is they have ability to kill themselves before the regime does. Because before the regime kills them, they don't just humanely kill them. They torture them, they starve them and beat them, and they make them go through so many different torture, like making them not sleeping for months in a single little room in the container. They cannot even stretch or sit up. In that room, they make them sit there and making them be delusional, not knowing the time. And they soak them in the water, they electrify them. This torture is so horrible that these people actually want to kill themselves before the North Korean regime kills them. And that is why all North Korean defectors, actually when they escape, they carry this razor with them. And I was one of them. I actually carried a razor and other little knives. So second one that most have item for North Korean defectors when they escape is poison. And usually the common poison that defectors use is usually rat poison. Usually in North Korea they produce rat poison in a little ampoule in a glass, and it's usually the red color. And this thing, apparently, if the humans eat, they die too, but from a very agonizing stomach pain, and because it's a poison. And because in case, we have a lot of substitute, if the razor thing doesn't go through, then we have to drink this poison. And that is why they usually go to black market, buy this poison, rat poison, and then carry them with it. And along the journey, if they get caught, they're gonna drink it. And my father also, who escaped later to me to North Korea, he brought poison with him because in the journey he was afraid he was gonna be killed. And this is the thing, when North Koreans escape, they're literally ready to die. And even if they die, that is not the worst result for them. The worst result for North Korean defectors during their escape is not getting killed, but actually get caught and sent back alive to the North Korean regime, this monstrous evil regime that gonna torture them and doing something unimaginable that we cannot even comprehend here. Number 3 item that North Korean defectors must have during their journey to freedom is salt. Who'd have imagined that salt is actually coming from North Korean superstition, that we think somehow salt has this power of cleanse and good luck. So if you carry salt with you, somehow they think it's gonna bring them good luck, and they need all the good lucks when they escape, right? The chance of them making it successfully is so low. They rely on something like this. And why I was thinking about why North Korea is way more superstitious than even South Korea and America is that, when life is so hard, you really have nothing to rely on. And that's when become very people superstitious. So the salt is usually if somebody have seen a ghost. I never seen a ghost, but if they do, we usually throw the salt, go away, ghost, go away. And then if you wanna have a good luck, if you wanna take an exam, they put a little salt in a bag and take them with them in their pocket. So because of that tradition, the defectors, when they escape, they take the salt with them and believe that salt is going to protect them in their journey to freedom. The last one that all North Korean defectors carry this thing when they escape to freedom, that is family picture. It breaks my heart to even say this word, that it's so sad being in America and people have no idea what family means for us, because for North Korean people, when they escape, there's no way for them to reach out back to them, right? There's no phone call you can make. There's no letter that you can write. There's no email you can send. If you escape that country and leave the loved ones behind, that's it. You never know when you're gonna see them again, and you're never gonna even know if you're gonna hear from them ever in your life. So imagine that you do that with your own child. You do it with your own parents, own sibling. That is why the defectors take this picture. However, taking this picture is a very arduous thing, because if you caught and the officer search you and a North Korean picture comes out, then it verifies that you're a North Korean defector. But before China has facial recognition, some defectors could have lied to them that they are deaf and they don't, sometimes we say they're gone crazy. So if the officers ask them questions, brokers say, oh, that person just went crazy, they're dumb, or they cannot speak, they cannot hear. And that's how we lie to Chinese officers, and sometimes they get out of it. But taking pictures is extremely dangerous, because that verifies that that person is a North Korean. Despite the risk, North Koreans do carry their family pictures, and sometimes that is the only thing they have of their loved ones. Even after they make to South Korea, my mom copied our family pictures, many of them, because we don't have a digital file of it. We just look at it, and that's all we got from our family members. And because of this reason, also North Korean defectors, other defectors do the same thing. And I think this is why I feel just people really never gonna understand living in this 21st century in the modern world, that the world has never been disconnected, right? I can be friends with somebody in Africa and we are connected. However, for North Koreans, they are so disconnected. There's no way for defectors to reach out to their family and check on them and how they're doing. So I really hope that under the same sky, something like this unimaginable thing happening. This thing didn't just happen for during the World War II. It's still continuing, and I'm grateful that you keep coming back to this channel and learning about what is happening to nursing people and supporting me in this journey to shine the light on this darkest place in the world. So please hit that like button, guys, and share this video. Please support me on my Patreon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Love you guys, and see you soon.